Hi guys, how you doing? Oh, what a day. Hi Annette, how are you? Good, I hope. Evening Mike, how you doing fella? Kind of unscheduled mayhem. That's what it is today. Evening Panzer, how's tricks fella? So, let's get to the right camera. There you go. Sorry, my eyesight's awful today. Eric, all good? And hi Abu, how are you? I'm good, working all day, just chilling now. Oh, good stuff. I was all ready for 7 o'clock, and then I had a gentleman phone up who needs a little bit of help um, getting back into the community after lockdown and everything. So we went out for a little meal and a little drink, and just to get him out, and I'll do it again next week. So it was, yeah, it was nice, you know. Hi Sue, how are you? All good? Paul, Plastic Monkey, how you doing, chap? How you doing after your second dose? Oh, I'm all right. This hand's kind of feels a bit funny, like last time when I had my first one, and all my joints are starting to feel a little bit stiff and sore. But last time it only lasted 24 hours, so hopefully it'll be the same for this one. So we done the white last time on Tirpitz. Started to do the dazzle, and we did the black on the circle there, you know. And we did a bit of the dazzle on that side too. So it's just the next colour now. There's a detail in there. You can see the detail is lovely on the kit. So, and there's that side. So once that's been rusted and all that, it should look good. So we've done the white, and we always start from light to dark. So we're going to go again, but with a light neutral grey this time. And then next time, tomorrow, I'll do the dark sea grey. And then we should pretty much have our whole dazzle done with a bit of luck. Evening, Simon. So that's the plan. I'm stuffed because I had my dinner, and then the gentleman phoned up and I had to go out for another meal. And I'm just like ready to go pop, basically. That's lovely. With a bit of encouragement and support, should do fine. Yeah, it's been brilliant. I went out yesterday with him for a couple of drinks, and we went for I made him walk for a busy bar, and then we sat outside on the seafront and had a couple of drinks, and then we walked back through the busy bar to go. So that was a nice little icebreaker. And like I say, today we went for a meal, so it was really nice. All good. Evening, Johnny. How's things? Who else have we got? Bill and Millhouse Andy. How you doing, chaps? So anyway, let's get on to this. Dazzle camo. That's what I've got to work by the way. Just a picture like that. So not very easy to work from, but we'll get it figured. Yeah, easy step. That's it. That's what I said to him. Small steps. And so next weekend we'll do a similar kind of thing, but build up a little bit busier maybe. Maybe sit indoors this time. And yeah, all good. Right. So we want some masking tape, different sizes. I'm going to use some 3mm for a minute, and I'll patch in where I need to, because this dazzle camo is starting to get a bit craziness in some other places. So we have a dodgy one where it goes a little bit wider from the top there, like that. It's just trying to work out how it all goes on this, and then a little bit wider, kind of. Yeah, keep trying to figure it out. Yeah, and I'll remember to take the black bit this time, because sure last time I forgot. Hi Sarah, how's things? Good stuff. Well done for coming on, Fred. Something decent to watch on Saturday night. I don't know about decent to watch, buddy. It's just me, but I wasn't. To be fair, you know the score. We try not to overlap each other's YouTube channels time wise, and to be fair, I've got absolutely no idea what time the guys are on a Saturday, so I just thought, you know what, I'm just gonna go live and be done with it. So if I am overlapping somebody else's stream, I am really sorry. Ish. Ish as in kinda. Right, so this is where it gets a little bit awkward, this pattern. There's a couple of bits that are quite close to one another. Trying to figure out. And that one goes like that. It's yeah, I mean, I miss bench time. Evening, Chris. How you doing, fella? I miss the bench time at the minute. On the plus side, I should be getting my cattle movement license by the end of next week. So then I'll start my back shifts permanently, and I'll know permanently what my times are, my hours of work are, and then I can adjust my live streams accordingly, and hopefully we can get some more settled hours and actually know what I'm doing for once. So then this is where it gets awkward now. That goes across like that. I'll show you this mad pattern in a minute. And obviously by the time my live's finished, you'll see it done. This bit. So it goes like that. And that goes like that. And then just there, changes direction as it does. Oh, knife, knife, knife. I've got where everything is now. Yeah. Add max streams Saturdays sometimes. I'm still choked with a cold, as you can tell. Nothing's changed there. And then goes across. It's kind of a mad shape, this one. Tape all that up. Like that. So that bit's covered. That bit. Then a mad triangle. Then that bit. Bit crazy, this one. Yeah. And nothing on that bit. Right, so I've got that zigzag one more crazy one. And it goes right there. Off of that white bit. Like that. And then kind of from there up to there. Starting to get a little confusing, to say the least. Yeah. Hi Moose, how are you? I'll show you in a sec. The main thing is that obviously I don't want paint bleed on any of this, what I've already done, so I'm being extra cautious with everything. As you do. That book bill looks interesting that you got, pal. That looks really good. Right. I've got this crazy little centre bit to deal with. Definitely don't want any paint bleed anymore. So you can see what I've done there initially. Try and get it on camera for you. You see what I did there? It's like a mad shape there. They've got to be in light grey. Evening, Ron. How are you? Definitely making good progress. Cheers, buddy. Yeah, it's getting there. No, there's only 3 more light grey bits on this bit. And it carries on from over here. So we'll get that mask. That's another crazy one. Shape. It goes across like that. And I'll do the same as last time. I'll do sorry, 2 seconds. From about there. I'll do both sides basically before we spray it. Like that. I think that's the right shape. Nope. Is it? Trying to see the whole line here. So it goes that way, right? Okay. Let's make a slight angle there. Like that. Just turn that off. off. All good fun. That's that one. Hey, Stuart. All good. I'm building a British Cougar for Afghanistan diorama. Cool, mate. I haven't. You may have noticed, a lot of you, that I've not been online this week. Just purely because I've been too tired. There's no excuse for it. I've just been too tired to even bother. But I will catch up on tweets and everything else over the next, between today and tomorrow. And try and catch up with what everyone's been up to. I've had a few people send me private messages with what they're doing, which is always handy. So how you doing, Stuart? All right, pal. You been keeping well? There. So there's a silly little zigzaggy one there. And then over this end, you just have one that goes like that. This is always the longest bit, doing this malarkey. And then one down the centre. There, like that. Whoever come up with this idea of dazzle camouflage needs shooting. And then there, like that. To there. See, if I could go back in time, I would say, hell, stop making aircraft with little tiny windows like on a Wellington or Whitworth Whitley, because you'll make model builders in the future's life a pain. That's what I would do if I could go back in time. Not good really, but I'll be okay. Mate, you know where I am. You know you can phone, talk, whatever, Stuart. You've got my number. Don't be shy. I just got a Lindenberg 350 scale Bismarck. Disappointed to find out that it has blank deck decals. It's from 2007. Oh dear. Lindenberg. I've not really done Lindenberg, to be honest. But like Sarah says, you can get aftermarket decking for it, I no doubt. You can get aftermarket for most things nowadays, so. Right, so that's that last silly bit done on that side. We'll just mask that up and protect it. A bit of a crazy shape, this one. And that'll protect any overspray. So there we go. That's the first bit for the light grey. So them mad shapes there, shape there, and then one's that. So we should be good. That should be all right like that. Shouldn't have any problems. So we'll flip it over and we'll see what's on this side. Yeah, yeah, right, okay. Can do this bit with green, I think. So, kind of like that. It's quite a gap on this one between the two, so I can get away with just green tape on this bit, which makes life a little bit easier. Whack this bit. How's the job, bud? Job's been brilliant, mate. Like I say, at the end of the week I should get my COC license, which is my certificate of competence, which means that I can handle and move cattle on my own. It's a test that I have to take to progress, so the guys have said at work that I'm ready for it, the guys that have been training me, so management's happy to put me through it, so let's, fingers crossed, should be good. Kind of nervous a little bit, obviously. I don't want to fail it. But, they seem to have confidence in me and said that I'm doing fine, so fingers crossed. Right, that's that bit. Aha, I've seen a problem there. Gonna remark that one. Reason being, I need one right next to that white bit. Evening, Colin. This is the bit that's causing me a problem. Nearly ready to spray. That's better. It's because I need one right next to that white bit that I've done. Right there. And it goes from there up there and across. Like that. So you kind of work all this out. And from there. 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 They wouldn't say you were ready unless you are, you'll be fine. Yeah, yeah, I mean, I've enjoyed it all week. The last week and a half, I've been moving cattle pretty much on my own and they've been watching at a long distance. And if I get into any bother, they'll jump over and help. But I've been absolutely fine with it. So It'll be fine, it's just me. It's just me being a little cautious and nervous. I don't like failing, so it'll be fine. All good. So that bit's that bit. That bit's that bit. One more mad bit, and it comes from that white bit. How am I going to do this? Right. It's from that down to about there. Like so. And then down from there. Like that. I think. Nope. Little angle on it. This is why it's good to, when I aqua glossed it before I do each layer, is you can use tweezers and that, and you're just not damaging that paint at all. Slight angle like that. And then crazy bit. And then there like that. There we go. Awesome. One thing I've learned about you from the club, you're not daft much. Yeah, it's dangerous stuff though, and you're ready for a test really quickly. Yeah, well, you see, the thing is, I know that they're desperate to get me onto back shift, and I did hear a rumour last week that they would have liked me to have passed it last week. And when they asked me, I said no chance, because I've not had enough time personally, I don't think, in the pens with the cattle. So all last week and this week, I've been in the pens with them. That's all I've done all week. So they've listened and they've accommodated and gave me what I want. So I told them it's fine, I'll do it as long as I get like I have been all week up until I take the test. If they do that, I'll take it. So all good. Right, enough of me. So we've got another little bit there, then we've got a bit there, a mad shape there, and then a crazy shape at the end there. So that's just pretty much ready to spray. What I'm going to do is just protect that decking that we dumped before. So I'm just going to chuck a bit on the edges where it's needed, just to make sure I don't spoil that lovely deck that was done. And we'll be ready to spray. And then we can remove the tape and have a little looky-loo. So there's that side, just like that. Just chuck it on like that on the deck, and then when you go to spray, you've got them edges there, just protecting the deck from any overspray. It's a lot of masking tape, but it's cheap as chips, and it's better than ruining what I've done. we go. Super. Hang that up out of the way. That one. Get this out of the way. Airbrush is ready. Cool. Kitchen roll. What's the time? Plenty of time. So it says Tamiya light grey, so I'm going for light neutral grey in Alclad. It's pretty much the same colour. Is it more comfortable in the house than in your old shed? Kinda. I smoke. So in my hut, when I had my work set up in the hut, I could just smoke, you know. Whereas in the house, I don't smoke in the house. So, you know, obviously I'm not smoking in here, which is better for me really in the long run, I guess. But it's more comfortable, yeah, definitely. I've got the radiator for heating. My paints are all the right temperature all the time. No worries, Sarah, you take care. Like before, if I've got something quick I want to do, like quickly aqua gloss, I would have to put the fire on, wait half an hour for it to heat up, then make sure that the paints are hot, warm enough. It's just a lot of headache, you know, for a 2-minute thing. So in the house, yeah, it's better slightly because obviously I can just come up here and just do something, and there's no hassle, you know, of heating up the place or anything like that. So yeah, house is better in a way. Help me quit. It's one of my little joys in life, along with whiskey. So I'm at 8 psi. I'm not pulling fully on the trigger. I'm just literally a tiny bit on the trigger. When you got a trigger airbrush, you really don't need to just pull the trigger. You can just a real gentle touch on the trigger till the paint comes out, so you get full control with it as much as you need without any hassle. So there's my light grey there already. And once I've done this on both sides, I'll undo all this lovely masking effort, and we should have our second out of 3 colours for our Dazzle camo. In theory. Yeah. So all that effort for that. Kind of crazy really, but it is what it is. You want it done right, then it has to be done. So try and hold it without getting the other wet side damaged. There's one. 2. 2 more. I know you can't see very well on the close cam, but you can see on this cam here, so. And it's the same as the white, it goes on absolutely lovely. It's such a dream to work with this paint. So simple. So there we go. So we've got our grey on there. Yeah. And at the end there. So by the time I've cleaned out this airbrush, it should be good to unmask. Hiya William, how's tricks fella? Can't stay and things to do, just stop by to leave a like. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. Cheers buddy. Yeah, all good here, and we'll see you next time buddy. Enjoy your day and it'll be worth the effort. Is that gunmetal grey? No mate, gunmetal, this is, I'm using light neutral grey is what I'm using. It's the nearest match that I've got in Alclad to the Tamiya light grey that they wanted. Alclad don't do shit colours, so, but they do every shade of grey and everything else, so it's just basically colour matching until you find the right one. I had a few light greys in Alclad, but the light neutral grey seemed to be the one that is the one that I needed. And you start whipping this wonderful tape off, and we should have our second Dazzle camo colour, which you're not going to see very clearly because some of the plastic is grey and it kind of blends in, but you will get the gist of it. The best one is when the last one goes on. That's going to be the best. Tomorrow, when I do the darker grey, the dark sea grey, that's when you'll notice it the best. A little bit on that hole there, but we can sort that. Yeah. Right. I don't know how well you're going to see this, but there's one of them there. You got the white and the lighter grey there now, and one there, and one at the end there. So once the middle bits are all done in the dark grey, it will really stand out. Tomorrow's the last of the Dazzle colours on the whole, so you'll see the proper full effect clearer tomorrow. And it will be at 7 o'clock tomorrow, because I have absolutely nothing planned for tomorrow. So basically now what I would be doing is all the white and grey, the black and the red, I'll make sure is covered. So the only thing that's left now is to fill in that other bit. And that's my Dazzle. And then we'll start messing with the superstructure on the top and trying to figure that one out. Found a photo of Bismarck with a Dazzle camo on the whole, and only the upper half camo is basically a ghost image. I think I want to do that scheme. Yeah. Unfortunately on this one, the dazzle goes all the way up the full superstructure in the 3 colours. So it's going to be a bit of a challenge. But like I said on other lives, what I'll do is I'll put the superstructure on dry, not glue it on, and work out the patterns from the whole, so they blend in nicely, you know. That's the plan. I have no idea if I'm doing it the right way, but it will work. And it seems to be the easiest way, to be fair. Once I get all this masking off those. Tape all over my fingers here. Nearly there. That looks mean as hell. Badass shit. Yeah, I ended up. Oh dear. Quicker coming off than going on, yeah. Yeah, just a bit. It's working it out. Once you've got this bit done, it actually makes the next bit a little bit, I wouldn't say easy, but a little bit easier. Because you've got your pattern to work to. So when you hold it at an angle and look at it like that with the piece on, you can see that goes up there and down and all that kind of carry on, which should make it a bit better for me, hopefully. Try and get this tape off those. Because there's so much mixed coloured in the plastic at the minute, it's really hard to see the pattern. I can see it, but that doesn't help you guys. There we go. This is it. You know, you spend half an hour putting the tape on. Literally 4 minutes to spray it. And then another 10 minutes to take the tape off. Your tape don't keep sticking to my fingers, that is. There we go. Super. Pleased with that. Get all this tape out of my way. We should have shares in this tape company. You could write to Frog and say, listen, you're going to sponsor me. The amount I use. But, right. So, you can see that. Yeah, you can see that. So you got your white, and then you got your crazy grey there, shapes. And in between all that now, that reddy grey, is where the dark grey goes. You got some mad shapes there, dark grey, another crazy shape there, and then a bit of a crazy one at the end there. So that's, the rest of that's dark grey now. The same this side, look. So you got dark grey there. Trying to get it in focus. The mad shapes there. There. And there. And that's, you can see it there, look. Maybe see if we can switch the camera and see if that helps. There we got it. It'll look much better when you see that dark grey go on. You'll see it much clearer. It'll make the light grey stand right out, and of course our deck with the steel effect on the top, and our lovely curvy bit that I'm always chuffed to bits with at the end there. So there we go. Basically I'm going to aqua gloss that quickly just to protect it, so then I can mask all that off and do the last colour on the whole and make sure all my lines are nice and neat and all that lot. I'm not sure which way to go with the turret tops. Some images are dark grey and others are a red colour. Yeah, I've not looked at the Bismarck too much, to be honest. I'm not going to say too much because some nutter will end up sending me the Bismarck and do my head right in and tell me to do it in some crazy camo again. A lot of work there. Yeah. I mean, the deck's been brilliant fun. You know, you'll remember if you watch back on some of the lives doing the deck. I mean, that was just craziness. But it came out really well because I wanted that kind of slightly worn look with the steel and all that kind of thing. You can see that. It's very planky as well, but it's shiny at the moment because I keep aqua glossing it. Once I've finished it, it will have a full matte coat done on it. I won't have it shiny. And then by the time it's got rust streaks on these bits and the anchor chains and everything else, it will completely change again. It won't be as white is at the moment, because obviously once you do salt chipping and like say just rust and all that carry on. So we'll get the old aqua gloss since it's still got 10 minutes and we'll just quickly protect that lot. Aqua gloss, nice and simple, same kind of pressure again. 8 to 10 psi. Don't shake the ball. You never know what I'm capable of doing. Alright, Ron, I didn't know you were that quiet, buddy. I forgot you was even there, even on. Oh dear. Ron was very lovely and kindly. Is the one that sent me this in the first place as a challenge. And I actually forgot Ron's actually sitting there watching, which is madness. So just quickly giving it a light coat of this aqua gloss, just to protect that. So when I mask next time, I'm not going to accidentally pull any paint. It'll all stay on and stay nice. Just gives it that nice protection. but you might just get a super surprise. Oh no, I've had enough wonderful surprises with this and the tank and everything else. So I'll just clean this airbrush quick. Because it's acrylic based, you see blue car screen wash that you put in your car, the concentrated one, not the one you water down, but the concentrated blue car screen wash. Brilliant for cleaning acrylics. Great for thinning acrylics too. I've actually had them little humble plastic pots of paint, and I mean they're awful, them little pots. Okay for tiny detailing, but I have actually mixed the little pot with blue screen, the screen wash concentrate for the car. Mixed it with that, got it to that milky consistency, and then sprayed it through my airbrush on a 124 Hurricane to get the red nose, the colour I wanted, before I turned to Alclad. And it worked a treat. So them little pots are not as bad as people think if you thin them right. So there we go. There's a aqua gloss second camo digi camo bit on it. There we go. So it's going to look super cool when it's done. We'll get the dark grey on tomorrow and aqua gloss it. Maybe get time, because my pattern's laid out now, it's quite easy to mask, or easier. So with a bit of luck, tomorrow we might even get a little bit done on the chieftain, which is over here, because the chieftain is pretty much ready for paint. You can see we've got all our hatches open and everything else, for those that have not seen it yet. So yeah, so hopefully we might get a little bit of work done on this. Don't quite know what, but we'll definitely carry on with the Tirpitz and get that third colour on the whole. Like I say, it'll be this one here, extra dark sea grey. I think that's about right. It looks about right. It's a nice grey. So that will make everything stand out. So I'm going to leave that there for tomorrow. Leave that there. Pop that up there. Keep that over there. And that's that. Today. What are you up to? Huh? What are you up to? Turn the camera on to you. Do it, that's genius. Evening, Gary. How you doing? So, yep, that's it anyway. I'll be back tomorrow at 7 o'clock. And what scheme am I doing the chieftain in? The one on the box, pal. Excuse me, but I had to giggle at that. I've never done a tank before. Ron kindly sent me that as well. He likes to send me a little challenge for live, which I much appreciated sometimes. That's the chieftain I've got. So that's kind of how I would like it to look when it's done. I've got them little straps to do on the barrel there. I think you can see that, they're little sticky out bits. They're not on the kit itself. So I'm going to have to design something to put them on. But that's my chieftain there. What I'm going to do. and it should resemble that in one way or another. No worries in it. You take care and stay safe. And thanks very much. Hi, Mrs. Fred. I don't know what she was doing there, mate. She does them wax melty things, you know. She sells them wax melts and all them smelly things for your house. I think she was coming in for some pots and whatnot to do it. So yeah, so that's the chieftain there. I've still got the wheels here. The wheels I've done nothing with, just glued them together. So they'll need painting and a black. If I believe I'm right, there's like a black band that goes around the outer edge of some sort. I've got the tracks to mess about with. I haven't got my head around that yet, how to paint them. But all good fun. So anyway, enough from me. Have a lovely evening. Oh, cheers, Johnny. Should be good. Have a lovely evening, everyone. Take care. Stay safe. I'll be on tomorrow. It doesn't matter how I feel after this second jag. I'll be fine. So I'll be on at 7 o'clock tomorrow. And you know where I am if you need me. You know, most of you that watch on YouTube or whatever, you know how to contact me. Either Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, whatever. There's links under the YouTube channel as well. And for you on Facebook, because I stream on Facebook at the same time. So the guys who are chatting away on Facebook today, you know, you can find me on YouTube, Modelers United Limited, and that's me. So that's it. Take care. I'm going to have a whiskey, chill out, and I'll see you all tomorrow at 7 o'clock. So take care for now and stay safe. Bye for now.